PaaL was speaking at an event that had mayors in it, and mayors who are from areas that are often impacted by, pick your disaster. And they'd never had a fintech speaker before, and they weren't quite sure what this person was doing on stage. But a few minutes in, one of the mayors who's impacted by hurricanes a lot stood up and he said, all right, I've got questions. Let me paint a picture and you tell me if you can do this. And he said, so I know who my people are. I've got voting records. I've got school records. Whatever. I know who my constituents are. And we get hit a lot. So could I work with one of your members and we create an account for each of these households? An account that will sit there waiting for something to happen. And then 4 days or 3 days before the hurricane's due to hit, could we put money into each of those accounts? And it's good for hardening their house, getting the baffled sandbags and the blue tarps and water. It's only good for that. And then so you can reduce the impact of the disaster. Maybe not as many people have to evacuate. And he said, then the next thing is 2 days before, could we put money into the people's accounts? But it's only good outside the blast zone. So they can't spend the money until they're safe. Because one of his emergency managers said it costs $18,000 to rescue somebody off their roof. Mm-hmm. If you just gave them $1,800, they could go be safe. And so we're nodding. Yes, those are all possible. And he just keeps riffing on this, right? And then he says, okay, now it's time to come back. Could we load money into those same people's accounts? And now it's only good in the blast zone. We want them to come back and spend money in their community. And then his next question is, could we make it targeted at smaller businesses? And he was like so proud of himself that he came up with this. But all those things are possible